What's going on, y'all? It's Comics Corner. I'm sorry I'm late. I've been working on a lot of stuff. If you saw my newest episode for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, please go and watch that and support me as I go through this Dragon Ball phase because I'm hyped. I also got Sonic Generations on the way. It's not complete yet because I gotta do this first. But let's get into the video. I'm sorry for all of the people who have suggested things. This is like gonna take precedence. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I will get to your suggestions. So don't lose faith in me. Stay with me and let's get into the review. So this episode was a setup episode. The first episode was a setup episode, but they gave us a lot more, right? There was so much to kind of like wonder, and as we went through this episode, you start to see the makings of a fleshed out narrative, right? One of the first questions that I asked was what would get Goku and Vegeta and the others into the demon realm, because just turning them small is not enough for it, and I was assuming that maybe the Dragon Balls would force them to be so, but that's not the case. They stole Dende. They stole Dende. They stole the little boy. And now Goku and Vegeta and the others have to go and get him back. Number one, because they might need the Dragon Balls on Earth. But number two, Dende is their friend. You know what I mean? The Wish made Dende and Popo little. We got to see Popo's horns. And I thought that was really interesting because we've seen him in a turban forever. We didn't even know that he had horns. But, you know, I thought it was cool seeing like the little funny moments that they had as children, you know, running around acting like, dang, I'm small. The comedy with Bulma and Chi-Chi wanting their skin to be, you know, smooth because they're younger again. Like, it's cool. Something I pointed out in the video when I recorded myself watching. I'm recording myself watching all of them, but these people were at a party and the people in the back have never seen nothing as crazy as this, right? So they watching. And they watch these people get shrunk into kids. They are in shock. They are terrified. It's just funny to me, like, thinking about it, like, because we would be terrified, too, because we never seen nothing like that. But for them, it's kind of like normal. They in the back like, what the? Why are they kids? What is happening? Look at the... I didn't notice that detail. Look, if you look in the background, there are people. There are people there. These people have no idea what's that. Like, our heroes are confused already. But they can probably like figure it out. Weird stuff happening to them all the time. Those people behind them have no idea what's happening. They're like confused. I think it was a nice touch showing that they aren't used to the weight of their bodies per se, because I guess flight as a technique requires you to kind of be in tune with stuff like that. And so I think that makes perfect sense and would give them issues. I think the funniest thing though is that Vegeta didn't show any signs of trying to like practice it. One of the really cool touches I thought they added to this episode was Trunks and Goten being able to communicate as babies, but like internally. Like, we would never have known that that's what they were saying if they didn't tell us on the screen. You know what I mean? And I thought that that was a really nice touch. That was something that was really cool that I haven't really seen nobody else do. So yeah, I think it's funny that Bulma made Kibito Kai her do boy. Go get this. Go send me to get that. Also, I should have said this earlier, but I think this episode was titled all wrong because we only meet Glorio at the end of the episode. And so calling it Glorio and he not even in the episode is like, okay, that was pointless. We really don't see much of the demon realm people in this episode whatsoever, unless you count Namekians and Popo. Okay, so I don't remember if they said it in the first episode, but Degesu is Supreme Kai's brother, like actually, because he said it that way. And when they were talking about the demon realm, they made a point to say, oh, pointy-eared people are from the demon realm. And this was confirmed in episode 1 when they were like, oh, is he from the demon realm? Yeah, he got pointy ears. He must be, type thing. And we didn't know that. We didn't know that that was a characteristic of a character or a person who was from the demon realm. So that was something for us to learn. And Vegeta asked about it. And Supreme Kai talked about it. He just was saying basically, you know, the pointy ears are typically a sign of those who are from the demon realm, but it's not an end-all be-all. It's not the only thing that determines that. And I guess that left me with some questions, because I always thought maybe some of the Namekians were of the demon realm, but some weren't, and that's how we got Piccolo Daima. But from Piccolo's testimony, it sounds like Namekians originated from the demon realm, and then they decided to migrate to planets. To me, that makes no sense. And it would technically be a retcon, right? But I'm interested in seeing how they tell that story, because it's going to be important for us to know who the Namekians are and why their situation is what it is, right? Because up to this point, we were just worried about the great storm that took a lot of them out on their home planet, thinking that that was their home planet. But that means that this wasn't their home planet. Namek wasn't theirs, and where they are now technically will be the same situation as them leaving the demon realm to get to Namek in the first place. It's just an interesting thought process to go through. And also, Neva being the lone Namekian who stayed in the demon realm after everybody else left. That's crazy. I think this is interesting, and I think it opens up a can of worms. Not literally worms, but it opens up the world of the Namekians to more backstory and more interesting storytelling that we can kind of glean new things from. I'm still hoping that the Piccolo Daima stuff kind of ties perfectly into this the way that I thought of it in the last episode, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Glorio come in and he like, hey, come with me to defeat Gomah. And then he says that the king of the third demon realm sent him. Right? And so that's why I thought it was so interesting that earlier he said that there were 3 demon realms. And so obviously the one that Gomah has or lives in is the first one. It's the little reddish, darkish looking one. Wherever Glorio lives is supposed to be the third one, apparently. And if we watch that, I'm gonna let myself talk after this, because in the video I talked about this and broke this down a little bit. But there's a third one that looks like Namek, and so that is one of the 3. You know what I mean? That's so cool to me, like that they can, to me, to be able to add stuff like this into a story that's already been fleshed out is insane. So this looked like, so that was 3. So you saw the 3 arrows, right? It can't be. It's not possible. So this is the Namekian area for sure, because this is in the demon realm. You can look at the way the grass has grown over it. It looked like don't nobody live there no more. It's abandoned, and they just said that only one of them stayed behind. That looks like a different place altogether. And that ship looks like Glorio's ship. And those people are different people with those birds. Okay, so this is probably the second one. And this is the one that Gomah lives in, for sure, because the sky is the same color. So those were the 3 demon realms, like, in succession. And that's what they were trying to show us. But yeah, those were all my thoughts. I think it sucks that Vegeta's getting left behind, but I like this episode. It wasn't bad. It was just a setup episode. I don't think it was meant to be OD crazy. The last thing I want to talk about is we got to hear the opening and ending for the first time, and this is me reacting. This is how I was feeling. Hey, this is my song. I might be behind the beat, but y'all gotta know I love this song. Hey, hey, hey. Chaka-chan. This song go hard! Look at the visuals! Hey, hey, look at Goku! Kamehameha! Ha! It's beautiful. Oh, this song good too. Oh! Those songs were so good. They were so good. And the OSTs are just fitting in. And this is my favorite. This is my favorite part of the whole episode right here. Cool. Shaw. Yes, sir. Yeah. Woo! Oh, this is it. This is it. This right here. Oh. And that song. Oh my God. Why he had to go that hard? The art direction, the animation, and the music were all in tandem, showing the freak out. They gave us something right there. And I think it was just a glimpse of what we're going to get in the latter episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know it's going to get crazier. When the fights really start breaking out and we get to getting into boxing and getting in the mix. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. But let me know what you guys think about the episode. The next episode is entitled Daima. So we'll be getting into that very, very soon. I'm sorry that it's taking me so long, but this next review will be out very soon and it'll be worth it. But until then, it's Comics Corner. Tell me what you think about the episode. What do you think they could have added? What do you think doesn't make sense? What do you think does make sense? We can have a conversation in the comments. But thank y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, we out.